What's up, everybody? Phil the Kaiju King from my collection room in Greater Cincinnati. In this video, let's take a look at this guy. Just got it today. This is Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving out there. This is the 30 centimeter favorite sculptors line. Got the box upside down there. Favorite sculptors line, 30 centimeter Flying Form Hedorah. Godzilla versus Hedorah in Japanese. The RIC Starburst sticker on the box. Nice picture of the figure right here. All right, let's move on to the star of the show, the X plus 30 centimeter Flying Form Hedorah. All right, everybody, I'm back, and here it is, the X plus favorite sculptors line 30 centimeter Flying Form Hedorah or Hedorah. In the movie, they called him, in the English version, called him Hedorah, but I tend to call him Hedorah as well. This thing is a pretty cool RIC edition. This is from the super cool, weird, psychedelic film Godzilla vs. Hedorah, or Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster from 1971. This is my birth year Godzilla movie. It's pretty awesome. I love this film. Great movie. Very, very weird and psychedelic. Has a message about polluting the earth and trying to keep the earth, preserve the earth in the film. And Godzilla is basically the one to try to preserve it from this villainous kaiju, the kaiju created from our pollution and hedrium from outer space. Takes many forms in the film, Hedorah does. And he is the first time in a Godzilla movie where I thought Godzilla was going to lose, like he was putting the smackdown on Godzilla. I really do think, I've said this before, without the help of the human beings and what they built with the panels, Godzilla used his atomic breath to supercharge them and dry Hedorah out. I really doubt that Godzilla wins that fight. It was just that was a battle that he really got taken to task. Excuse me. This is a pretty cool figure nonetheless. I'll start with the RIC options. One of the options was he had the eyepiece. Because remember Godzilla in the film, if you've seen it, punched him out in the eye and it closed his eye up. That looks pretty nice there with that eyepiece in, I think. Looks pretty cool. That's one of the little options that came with it. Let's look at the others real quick. Here is the black tadpole in the little glass in the movie when they're studying, trying to figure out what, pardon me, what Hedorah is. Little black tadpole-like form Hedorah. Looks pretty sharp, really shiny. Then the little glass dish that they had the tadpole in like that in the film, and they were trying to figure out what it was made of. And then your very early form, tadpole-like Hedorah, that was swimming around in the ocean, that almost killed the father of the little boy. Polluted him real bad and burned him on his face and stuff, and then he's had his bandage and everything on. This is the early form of that. Looks pretty nice. Nice sculpting of the flappy skin of Hedorah on his legs and stuff, his little arms. His eyes are just beginning to come in the growth there. Really nice capture of that. I remember in the movie when it's going through the ocean like that toward the guy in the father in the diving suit, and this looks really, really spot on for that. It's pretty cool. And that's all the RIC options with this thing. And here's the main guy. Of course, you got your base. It's a nice little base, ground type situation here, brown dirt and some green foliage on it, depicting the earthy flatlands of the before the mountainous area where they fought a lot of their battle in the film. It's pretty awesome little base there. Then you got your metal rod that hooks into it. There's a hole underneath in Hedorah there. There's nice details on his underneath. His little grabbers here. Everything looks pretty nice. Not too bad. Looks pretty good. It's pretty big. I'm going to show you in one of my comparisons. I've got a custom flyer that Mark Sang Yang made for me. and this is probably a little bit bigger than that even. But as you can see, this is a big figure. It's pretty imposing looking, in my opinion. The tail's really long, almost like a UFO type shape configuration with the door. Looks pretty good. Nice grays on the sludgy grays on the predominant of the skin of Hedorah. Nice textures sculpted in here of Hedorah's flying form. Then you got your red and your yellows predominantly here on the head, on the upper back and top of the head, back of the head area. Looks pretty nice. Take out his eye patch. Of course, he's got the custom eyes, the spookiest eyes in the kaiju universe. I've always said this. The nice big red eye with the black pupil with the yellow starburst. Really creepy looking eyes. Hedorah's eyes are really spooky, freaky looking to me. It's a very nice figure. It's nicely done. It's nicely captured. It's a big figure too. It's really cool, man. From a great film. If you haven't seen these movies in this Showa era from the 1954 through 1975 and you're new to the Godzilla stuff, please take a chance to watch them if you can. There's a lot of history and lineage there. Excuse me. There's not a lot of continuity or flow with them as far as one to the other, really. But they all have their own charm, and this was one of them for me. I'm a 70s Godzilla guy, so this was 71. This was the beginning of my favorite part, the 70s, 71 through 75. This is my wheelhouse with Godzilla movies. All right, let's do some quick comparisons, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, I'm back, and here's the 25 centimeter X Plus Final Form Hedorah RIC edition. This is one of the best, my favorite RIC probably, and this here's probably a close, if not second, third. This flying form with all the cool stuff they gave you. It's really cool, but this is a light up. As you can see all the sparkles on him depicting the final form where he had all the minerals through him and minerals and stuff, and he was sparkling like a fine mineral. But his light up is really spectacular. There's a video in my archives on my channel on this thing. It is it's the best light up ever for my 2 cents. It's great stuff. All right, I'll do one more comparison. Let's do that now. All right, everybody, here is my custom flyer made by Mark Sang Yang. He did a pretty decent job on it. I was pretty happy with it. Had it for several years now. It's great stuff. That's the X Plus. As you can see, the X Plus is quite a bit bigger. Fair amount bigger. And of course, there's no X Plus 71 Godzilla yet. AX Plus 30 centimeter Godzilla 71, please. But I've got this custom that Mark made to go with this Hedorah. So that looks pretty good with both. I think it looks better with the X Plus actually, because Hedorah was a really big monster in comparison to Godzilla in that film, and they look pretty good together there. All right, let's move on to some final thoughts, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, I'm back. X Plus 30 centimeter Flying Form Hedorah RIC edition from the Favorite Sculptors line. They've had two good ones this year, right? With the Favorite Sculptors line, they had up here is my Godzilla versus Ebra set. That's great. And now this. My top 3 figures for this year right now on X Plus, we're heading towards December, is the 66 set, this, and the 25 centimeter Kong 2021. Those for me are my top 3 this year. Excuse me. They're great stuff. But this here is really cool. I'm not sure how I'll vote, but it's going to be a tough pick this year. But I think King Hedorah 2019 is supposed to come out in December. It was supposed to be November. It got pushed to December. That one will probably be a contender for me as well, depending on how it comes out. But this is definitely up there for me just because I'm a big Showa guy. All right, everybody, I'll close out my video. I want to thank everybody that tunes in. This is Phil. You all have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon.